say from firsthand experience, perimenopause is no joke. The hot flashes, which you've seen me already go through today. The mood swings. Oh, I feel crazy, and it's tough. It's not easy. When you go from 0 to 60 in a minute, and nobody understands why. That's perimenopause. Or bloating. God, do I love bloating. Let's just, I mean, I'm fine, but like, this is seriously my gut. It sucks. Anyway, our girl Sunny, he's going through it too. She's gonna sit down with a leading expert on all things menopause and get us all the information that we need, because we need it. So help us out, Sunny.
Drew, I hear you loud and clear. Now, here to break down what so many women are going through and how to help is executive producer of the documentary The M Factor 2, Before the Pause, and New York Times bestselling author of How to Menopause, Tamsen Fadal.
Hi there.
Yes. Nice to see you too, honey bunny. I mean, I feel like this is perimenopause central right here, Drew Barrymore, because she's talked about it a lot.
Yes.
I'm going through it. Talk to me about how you know, or you knew you were going through perimenopause. What happened with you?
Yeah, I got to tell you, I wish I knew what was going on. I didn't know I was even in perimenopause. I went straight to menopause, but I was dealing with all of these things for years and years. I used to anchor the evening news. And
You guys remember her from
night,
PIX here in the city and CBS? Yes.
So, I was doing my job, and all of a sudden I looked up at the teleprompter where you'd be reading your script, and I'd see a word, and I couldn't remember what the word was. It wouldn't come out of my mouth. I didn't know what brain fog was at the time.
Wow.
And I wound up having a very intense hot flash, heart palpitations, my heart racing out of control, and I ended up on the bathroom floor during a live broadcast, never finished the show, and went to the doctor, and I got a note in my patient portal with 4 words: in menopause, any questions? And that was it. So that's what happened to me.
In menopause, any questions?
That's all I had were questions, right?
Yeah.
And so 4 to 10 years is a time leading up to menopause, that one day without your cycle.
Yeah.
So I was sitting in that period for such a long time, no pun intended, with crazy things going on with my body, not knowing that's what was happening.
All right, speaking of period, we know that it lapses at times during peri, but what are some of the main symptoms of perimenopause?
Yeah, and that's the part I wish I had known. Trouble sleeping, weight gain, irregular cycles where you're like, I don't know what is going on. Is it stress? What's happening to me? You have itchy skin, the brain fog, obviously. And I think that, what happens all during this time is you can equate those to different things: anxiety, rage, and you're thinking, maybe I'm just stressed out. Yeah. Maybe I just, had an extra glass of wine and I can't sleep. But so many of those things drill down to perimenopause.
One of the things that I actually love is the break from the period.
Yes.
And so I understood that if you go a full year, you're like scot-free. So I went 6 months, and then the girl came back a couple of hours.
Isn't it frustrating?
So mad.
And then the clock starts over again.
Oh, I hate it. And it came back with a vengeance, like it'd been waiting,
Yeah, it's really mean. It's really mean.
What's that all about?
Well, that's when our hormones are cycling all over the place, and that's what causes so many of these symptoms. And it's what we were never told to look out for. I wish that we had some kind of baseline that we said, at 38, be aware in your early 40s, this is probably going to happen. What happens though is after you hit that 12-month mark without your cycle,
it's back on my calendar. I'm looking forward to it.
Just pay attention to those dates. Then everyone's like, okay, are all the symptoms gone? No. You're in menopause the rest of your life. Now, it's called postmenopause, and eventually you won't have those, intense symptoms. But you could get hot flashes. I get hot. I might be having one right now. I mean, you can get them anytime. So that happens. But there are things to do, and I do feel like now that I'm on the other side, I call these my golden years, because I'm like, I'm not a golden girl. I think it's golden, and so I do feel like that's where I am right now.
I am a little bit of Blanche, but yes.
Okay, that's all right. As long as you're a bold one.
I love that you have the documentary, which most people call it like the Bible of menopause and perimenopause. So
thank you.
There are definitely some things that you have found that can help us with the symptoms of 100%. Perimenopause, from what I understand.
100%. I think one of the biggest things is bone. Bone health is so important because your bones can get brittle during this time. So paying attention to the vitamin D, paying attention to strength training, learning how to lift weights is really, really important during this time. There's no question about it. And a bone density scan. If you have not had had one.
Oh, wow.
Do not wait till you're older. Figure out what your baseline is. And then when we talk about things like hot flashes, can we talk about those?
Yeah.
They
just pop up whenever.
Girl?
It happens all the time.
Yeah.
It's my partner.
It's your partner in crime.
She lives with me.
So I have a few things with hot flashes. I always try to have cold water. Hormone therapy is important if you decide that's what you want to do. But I have two devices that I really, really like.
Okay.
There's one called the Ember Watch, which is right here, and that can help you if you were having a hot flash to cool you off a little bit.
Oh.
Yes, it can.
How?
Put your wrist against that.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. And if you have a hot flash,
We have a bigger one for my whole body.
I know. But
This is cold.
it's very cold. So let me show you this now, if you think that's cold. So I got this, and I was like, what is this? This is 3-in-1. So I always carry a personal fan, then I'm carrying all this stuff with me. Instead of trying to haul an ice pack around, this is called the Chill Pill. And touch this now. Put this on your neck.
Oh, wow.
Put that on your neck. Okay, so this has... You can use both of them. This has the cooling device.
My boob.
You could do it on each side. You could put the watch on one and so this is a chill pill. Then it's got a fan.
I feel it.
Then it's got a mister. So if you're outside, you can mist yourself. So I love the fact that companies are like, okay, you know what? These women are going through this, and we're going to help them out with it.
This is unbelievably
Isn't it great?
amazing. Thank you so much for these tips, girlfriend.
That's yours. That's yours.
I'm taking it. I'm 100% taking this home with me.
Put it wherever you want on your body.
Thank you so much for coming by and just even sharing your story, and then also these items. I know that people are going to be looking for them. I didn't even know they were available.
Yes, yes.
Tamsen's documentary, The M Factor 2, Before the Pause, is streaming now on pbs.org. Drew, I hope this helps.
So I've got the fan, I've got the little tool, and I'm going to raise it up. Okay, it's a full 10. I think I just look like Firestarter right now. Firestarter X Menopause. Well, thank you so much, Sunny and Tamsen, and I'm definitely not the only one you're helping. Thank you so much. All right, we'll be right back.